Don't get it hung up in that oak branch, and don't hit that tree, most importantly. This is the greenhorn test right here. We found this climber on Craigslist, YouTube, and he claims to have a lot of experience.
I'll do my best.
I don't know, by the looks of him, it almost seems like he doesn't have a lot of experience. You know, I'm trying not to judge a book by its cover.
I'm gonna make another vlog style vid for you today. Video, what does vlog mean? What does blog mean?
As a noun, blog means a regularly updated website or web page, typically one run by an individual or small group, that is written in an informal or conversational style.
I don't know where that term came from. Maybe you guys could research it. I assume it comes from sort of a journal, you know, like a log book. And video log would be like vlog, video log. Anyway, I'm gonna do another one of those today. That style of video, kind of fun. I've done it in the past. It's a bit of fun. You just sort of grab your camera and you go about your day and you just take the crowd with you and you show them little bits and pieces of what you're doing in a way that is carries the storytelling aspect, the sequence of things, not too, you know, a shotgun pattern of, you know, potpourri, but an actual sequence. Like now we've started the ranchero. Earlier we wanted to see if the ranchero would even start. Haven't started the ranchero in many months. And in my mind, because my back kind of hurts, I was thinking, okay, ranchero, if you'll start, I'll go to work. I'll go help the crew. I'm not really sure I should, but I'll do it if you'll do it. And the ranchero decided it could barely do it. Oh yeah. Got through that. I'll cut to that scene for you. And then we'll go get some fuel and we'll move on out to the job and we'll see what they've got for me to climb. And I'll show you what's up with that. And we'll talk about stuff along the way perhaps. A video log it's a form of art really. It's storytelling. Storytelling is kind of how I'm wired up. Otherwise, I would have never would have had such longevity for YouTube unless I was sort of wired up for storytelling. My whole family is really. My dad's a storyteller. My brother Grant, amazing. Everybody liked to listen to his stories because he's just hilarious and he just has a way of saying things that really grabs you. I'm gonna run out of gas. I'm literally running out of gas. I'm gonna coast into the gas station. I was wondering, see, because the gauge doesn't work. It works like only at the bottom. Gas station is luckily downhill. Oh yeah, it's out. There it is. Power steering left. Oh, and there's nobody in the slot. Oh, this is good. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Whoa! Oh, the brakes don't work very good. Okay. Cool. Let's get some fuel. I coasted.
Keep me quiet.
I literally coasted in here. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh gosh, that looks like work.
I guess $100 might not be enough. It's a 20-gallon tank, just saying. I coasted in. See, this is why it's hard to know what's going on, because I just put 20 gallons in, and that's what it looks like. So it moves, the gauge moves down below E, but it moves there before you run out. So there's like this long period of time starting from when you filled it up to when it's empty that you don't know how much fuel you have left. There it is. There it is. I must be a weirdo, because I actually get a little bit of a thrill out of barely making it. I think I have been described as a brinksman. A guy who goes right up to the brink. Everything in my life has been that way. Kind of put it together with whatever's around me. But I always feel kind of positive about it, you know, like, I think this is gonna work. Yeah, I've been run out of gas a few times beside the road, but I always had a rescue. Those are some really funny stories, the rescue stories. The coast into the gas station, though, that's the pinnacle of brinksmanship. I think I've probably got enough. Why do you think so? I don't know. I just feel like it. I haven't driven this car since last summer. The tires have gone flat just sitting, which is perfect if you like to live on the edge a little bit. Not too much. Who gets a thrill out of wondering if they have enough gas to make it? I do. $100 bill for 20 gallons. Yeah. We're gonna have to raise our tree guide prices a little bit or something. You cannot roll up to a tree job without the Joe Dirtwig. It's just, Joe Dirtwig stays with the car. It's vital. You can't be rolling up without the Joe Dirt. Damien's looking at me.
You must be the climber.
I know, usually the climber has to be dropped off, but
Yeah.
I drove myself.
Some climbers don't like to get stuck. Your car's rolling.
Dang, it's gonna roll away.
Okay, sweetie.
There, okay, that's parked.
I got something you could do real quick. Grab a saw.
This is Sue at Heart Insurance. Yes, you have the 73 Ford Ranchero on the policy.
All right, August, I need you to follow this cedar. I'm hoping you can do it without getting it caught up in this cedar. Don't get it hung up in that oak branch, and don't hit that tree, most importantly. I know you're kind of a new hire as a climber.
I'll do my best.
We just hope that your skills outweigh your looks.
Yeah, me too. My bangs are getting in the way a little bit.
If you smash the tree, then we're gonna have to find somebody else to climb for us.
Oh, okay.
This is the greenhorn test right here. We found this climber on Craigslist, YouTube, and He claims to have a lot of experience, and I don't know, by the looks at him, I don't know, by the looks of him, it almost seems like he doesn't have a lot of experience, but I don't know. You know, I'm trying not to judge a book by its cover. What's he got?
Just lucky?
Lucky? Rate his hinge. What do you think this hinge says?
Yeah.
Got yourself a good job. Grab your hooks. All right, so we got this big, it's not really big, but it's just a decent sized pine tree. Probably just about the right amount today. And
Took this carabiner off the storm,
are you planning on using that today?
off the Wreck-It Ralph wrecking machine. I did.
Are you gonna use it with the zigzag today?
No, but
Can I see it? All right, what are you gonna use it for?
it needs to. You know what it needs. Yeah.
All right, August has been testing this carabiner.
It's been pulled 5,000 pounds already, and it somehow is alive.
It's been pulled way too hard, and see, it's not closing. My carabiner, I used it on the back of my saw so that I could rack my saw, and August says, nope, we can't have that in rotation where it could be accidentally mistaken and used for a lifeline. So he took my carabiner and said, the only thing this thing's good for is the storm drain. I look over and he throws my carabiner into the storm drain. Today, I say that this is only good for the turtles in the pond. Say your last goodbyes.
Goodbye. Goodbye, little beaner. You served me well.
Goodbye. That's the best spot for it.
Damien has his revenge.
But now I might actually have to get him one, because he got me one. I have one that I like to use on the back of my chainsaw that he can have. Well, you got one on the back here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That'll probably do.
Cool. Perfect.
That was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Kind of wish I could see it glistening down there though.
I was not gonna use it on my body, okay?
Didn't think so.
I took it.
But just in case.
No. Listen to the holes. I took it out of service. Okay, yesterday I was at the brake test machine.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna pull on it until it breaks.
And I need it, and my pants were falling down because I'm too skinny. So I used that old thing.
Cranked
to
it
hook
between two belt loops.
And then later I was at home and I was gonna chunk it in the trash, and then I realized my dad would dig it out of the trash and keep it in circulation, and I'm like, I can't take that chance. So I brought it here. And I was
For the pond.
not specifically, but yeah,
But you
figured
knew
it
you
out.
could dispose of it in an area like this.
I know my dad won't find it here.
Unless we tell him there's a black locust in the pond or some good yew-wood down there. August is gonna wreck this thing out without knocking down the rock wall and without busting bulbs. She really likes the bulbs, I can tell. August told her that it might not be possible to do it without slapping a bulb though.
I said I might slap the bulbs.
Spank a bulb?
Yeah, and she's like, you can slap them, but don't decimate them.
Don't decimate them.
Bark's coming off.
Really?
I wonder if it's really been only a year.
It has a little bit of needles.
This tree is pretty skanky. I can tell it's just the way it moves and the way it feels. The bark is barely connected.
Would those guys get over here? Would you be offended if I took off?
No?
I have some secret plan that I'm working on that nobody can know about yet.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. No cleanup, right?
No cleanup.
Okay.
No cleanup and no specific lengths. Did you see the other madrone right here?
No.
Okay, it's like, yeah, it's right over here.
Well, I'm not worried about it. The rope did just enough to save a total destruction of the garden fence. It's all good. Like I said, the garden would be scared. Nice peaceful little work setting here, little project. No hurry. Super dead, but no hurry. No splash. No flower damage. Ew, see, I don't like this tree. I don't think it's a year it's been dead. This is a tree where you'd be tempted to take a big top because it's kind of sketchy up there. But then if you did, you would put more force. When the top tips, it'll push the stem out. The part you're tied to, that would be the wrong choice. Trying not to jar this thing much. cover it here. A little bit slow. Checking in, a few minutes. Not been up here long. Pretty simple, just manhandle the limbs to land on the road between the flowers and the pond. And one small piece of limb that bounced over there into the pond, but there's no pond liner, so it's like, it's just me being friendly for their cleanup. It's not a worry. And if I wanted to, I could pop the top right into the pond without damage. But I don't want to. This might be a good top to slice out so that I don't get any side pressure. Yeah, because it's biscotti. I know I pronounced it wrong. I got corrected on that in the comments. Biscotti. I can't remember how those Sicilians or whatever pronounce it right. But anyway, however you pronounce it, this is kind of it. Up in here anyway. Considering throwing my climb line through that tree. Maybe I'll just go a little higher. Ooh, it's spongy. That sucks. I think I'll just slice the top out. That way doesn't do any side pressure. Ooh, that is sinking deep. You know what I mean? If I slice through like this, try to plant it right in the road there. Because if it's falling straight like a spear, it shouldn't hang up too bad here. Shouldn't wreck the flowers. Shouldn't tweak the breadstick to the side. Try to give you guys a view of it. Somehow, I'm limited, but I'm taking you with me, as promised. Be a good test for the battery saw. The way it broke apart like that, it was just proof that I definitely am right to slice it and not try to tip it out. Went for the spear cut. This thing is not in good shape. And I threw my chain. This little bit of kit here is from Rambarista, a friend of mine, Lupe Santiago. Super cool dude. He said, "A gift for you, my friend." That's super cool. Maybe we'll just go with the 500i so that I don't have to get... I'll send you this one down. 500i was in the Ranchero. Oh, it broke into 3 pieces when it hit. Sometimes you just know. I mean, it's just... it doesn't feel right. Check it out, Lupe. I don't even have to tie a knot. That's cool. Came right out. So it comes past the big ring and hits the small ring. I suppose there's a chance it could miss right here. Could miss the edge. But I'll take that chance. I'll coast in.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you're up there and you cut the top of that tree off, does it feel different? Like stability wise?
I felt happier. The top was...
Does the tree feel different?
I'll show you something. Is my little saw gone?
Yeah, I carried back.
I'll show you something in a second. So this is where I made the cut. It was a slice cut because the way I did it, I didn't want to add pressure to the trunk. when the thing came off.
Uh-huh. It did that.
And right above me, this is what it looks like where it broke. So this is the same constitution here. It just looks better because it's a cut.
Uh-huh.
People see the cuts like on the video and be like,
Like, oh, that
what's he
looks
worried
good.
about? That looks pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
but look at that.
you can see the constitution of it better when you break it, and it
Right.
breaks easy.
Okay.
Soggy.
It was squishy the whole way.
Yeah, those logs I was throwing around, like they were half the size because they're so light.
Yeah, they're
So it's
they're
dry
bad.
or it's wet?
They're drying out. They're pretty light.
Do you think like later in the year, what's a good time to cut a dead tree like that? Now? Because later in the year when it's super dry, is it more brittle?
No, it's on a one-way trip. It's gonna start
Just getting
breaking
worse
apart
no matter
on
what.
its own
Okay.
in the next wind. So
Okay.
yeah, you don't want to wait any longer. And that was a little bit. This is questionable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put a face cut in it and tip it out, because it'll push on the trunk
Oh, and
And then
possibly.
broke out underneath.
and then it'll break below me.
Yeah.
So that's why I cut it like this,
Okay.
so that it just tips out a little and then slides off and
yeah.
doesn't put any side pressure.
Cool.
So yeah, I was happy when it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Where are you gonna put it?
What's that?
Where are you gonna put it?
Right here.
I'm actually thinking maybe we should put it in the pond.
Why? For
It's a new. See my sticks over there?
yeah.
They're like chopsticks. I need a big one. It's for turtles or ducks and stuff. Do you think
All right.
that'll work?
I don't want to hit these rocks,
Okay.
but
I mean, I know we're not right next to the culvert, but
I could put it this way and it'd roll in.
yeah.
But I'll need an axe and a wedge. Damien took the chip truck YouTube with the wedges and axe, I'll bet ya.
I don't know. I'm probably making skunk habitat, but hey, there's already tons of skunk habitat. No matter what you do,
Yeah,
it's there.
it's gonna happen.
Oh, we may end up throwing a rope on it then. I don't know if that'll be far enough.
It won't even fit in there, I don't think, unless we make it fatter right here. It's on.
Jeff got the splash.
Why just me though?
Why just you?
About that one.
So the story there was Damien took the truck with the wedges in it, and all we had was this broken wedge, and it got kind of stuck sideways, kind of up like this, and it wouldn't help. So we just pulled it over.
Oh, that looks so good.
You can see why I quit cutting, because I had what I needed.
No, I don't.
Turns out she wanted it in the pond at the end.
Water
Little turtley habitat. Wow, it's actually floating out here.
kind of floating at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love this.
Good.
Uh-huh.
I have you recorded on camera saying you love it, so don't change your mind.
Okay, I love it. Thank you.
lady gave us each a jar of honey when we were done. This is what I put in my coffee every day, so definitely appreciate that. Super nice day. It's kind of early. Like we banged that out, so I don't know what I'm doing now. Go home and stretch, drink some coffee. If I have anything else interesting going on today, I'll grab you and take you with me. Not sure though. So there is this little detail to finish out the day. I got clearance the other day when I flew to that little town of Ashland, that little short airstrip. I got clearance from the boss to fly there on my own. So today is a solo trip to Ashland, to the little bitty airstrip, and put into practice some of the things I've been learning. Little confidence builder today. Went home after work, after I last talked to you guys. Spent some time with Jaden there, the little 3-year-old, and trying to get him on a bicycle, but we gotta work on that some more. But we got him going up and down the driveway a little with help. Gotta stay on that one. Put you on the tail this time so you can see the view on the way over there.
Medford Tower, Cessna 3833 Quebec, holding short of Alpha 1 for 32, departure to Ashland.
Cessna 3833 Quebec, Medford Tower, right downwind departure approved, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
32, cleared for takeoff, right downwind approved, 33 Quebec.
32 is painted on the runway. I'm going the right way, in other words.
Medford Tower, Cessna 9552 Hotel, midfield, runway 32, coming in for full stop.
Cessna 52 Hotel, runway 32, clear to land.
Clear to land, 32, 9552 Hotel.
Lift off. Right downwind, looking for 3,500 feet. Fuel gauges look topped off and good. Tracking the center of the runway nicely.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, soon entering left downwind for 30. Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, midfield downwind for 30.
Gonna hold the nose for 70 here. Power's all the way out. East in front of the runway. Pretty good. I think I'll get off here. Flaps up, carb heat in. I'm gonna go back. I easily could have done a touch and go there, but I'm gonna go back and call Grant and ask him why I can't get the distance figured right on this. We got geese right next to the runway, like eating in a field 5 feet away from it.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, clear of 30, taxiing back to 30.
Thanks, it's working.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, taking runway 30.
Good evening. This is Ashland Municipal Automated Advisory. Wind calm. Altimeter 3015. Preferred calm wind runway 30. Pilot's discretion. For further services, click your mic 3 times for an advisory, 4 times for radio check.
Heels to the floor. Oil pressure's in the green. Airspeed's coming alive. No geese on the runway. 65, rotate. Track the runway because of trees on the left.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, entering left crosswind for 30.
I think I'll do one landing and then I'll go back since there were no geese on the runway when I took off.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, entering downwind for 30.
I don't see any traffic, which is good.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, midfield downwind.
Carb heat's coming on. First notch of flaps. Clear back to 1400 RPM here.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec on base for 30.
Second notch of flaps. 1500 RPM, 85 miles per hour.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, entering final for 30.
Airspeed is king. Last notch of flaps. Throttle's all the way out. Carb heat's on. Mixture full rich. 75 miles per hour. Hold the nose for 70 and see what that does. Really nice. Flaps up, carb heat in. Full throttle. Oil pressure's in the green. Airspeed's coming alive. Rotate on out of here. I didn't have a perfect center line track on the runway, but I definitely put her down soft.
Ashland traffic, Cessna 3833 Quebec, just took off of 30, headed to Medford.
I don't know if my my passengers can see this, but way up ahead there is, that's called the Manor. That's like this big retirement, beautiful facility on a hill in Medford. And pilots use that as a kind of a landmark to keep them on track. 10.5 miles away from Medford.
Medford Tower, Cessna 3833 Quebec, inbound for 32, about 9.5 miles out, coming from Ashland.
Cessna 3833 Quebec, Medford Tower, report over the Manor.
Roger that. Report over Manor, 33 Quebec.
Yeah, that's the manor they're talking about, that I was talking about. I love the way that guy says Medford. He's all Medford.
Medford Tower.
His name's Nick. I met him actually, which was like really nice for me. I look up to those guys, which is funny because I am above them. Only literally, not metaphorically. I have the airport in sight.
Medford Tower, Cessna 3833 Quebec. Got the Manor under me.
Cessna 383 Quebec, runway 32, clear to land.
Runway 32, clear to land, 33 Quebec.
There's something super calming about flying on a nice day, making the right moves, and then landing and not putting yourself in a hurry, I guess. There's a little dove that landed right when I said that. Landed on the wing of this plane. Oh, and there's... Ah, thanks for coming in closer. Pair of doves. Look at that. Just to top it off. What a peaceful and cool little ending. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good trip? Let a scenic ride.